You guys already know where we're at today. We're back at my parents' garage, and in my last video I shared with you guys that there are still a few things that we can donate and declutter. So that's what we're doing today, and unfortunately I don't have much help today, but it's going to be okay because it's not going to be a huge declutter. Today is a great day to do this because the school is going to have another bulk item drop-off event. If you guys seen my other videos, you guys know what this event is all about. But for those of you who don't know, basically this event is held every few months or so, and what you can do is you can bring a bunch of electronics, appliances, basically anything that you can think of to this event, and they'll recycle it for you. A couple of videos ago, we did a massive declutter. We took a whole bunch of stuff over to the school, from paper clutter to large appliances, furniture, all that stuff. So it's a really great event, and whenever it rolls around, I like to take advantage of it. So they're only here for a few hours, so hopefully that gives me enough time to go through some of the stuff and see what we can take to the school. My dad is not here today to help, but I do know that we did want to get rid of this. Hopefully it's not too heavy because I'm gonna have to get to that to take this out. Also, these can go. Back over here we have this really giant telescope that we forgot to try to sell at the garage sale last time, but probably no one wants to buy it anyway, so we're gonna take it to the school today to drop this off. This is what this area is looking like. Not much of a difference, and I know you guys want to see me organize the garage and everything, and I do want to do that very bad, trust me. Having to buy the storage bins and shelves and all of the things that I need to organize the garage costs money, and I'm trying to do this as frugally as I can. I've checked out Facebook Marketplace. They have a bunch of stuff there where I can purchase, but again, even though it's not full price, I still do have to pay out of pocket. So by watching this video, giving it a like, sharing it with people, watching the ads, it all helps me out so that I can use the money that I make from these videos to have it go towards things like that I can use to help organize the garage. Also, I do have a super thanks button down below in the description or right underneath the video where you can donate some money if you feel like donating and helping me out. Of course, it's not required for you to donate any money, but any money that does get donated or made from this video will go towards helping get some organization stuff for the garage. So basically in this video, we're just going to declutter the stuff that we didn't get to last time. I forget exactly why, but I do remember these specific items that we had mentioned that needed to go. So that's what we're going to remove today. Since today's declutter is not anything massive, I don't have any help today. It's just mainly myself, with occasionally my mom and my sister being around if I need their help for anything. But for the most part, it's just mainly me. Here I noticed that there are these new ornaments and LED lights that are sitting on here that I don't remember seeing before, and I'm wondering if my dad had just bought these. If you guys know my dad from other videos, you know he loves Christmas, and there's way too many Christmas decor items and bins that we have all that stuff in. So when I saw these, I was kind of surprised that there are more added to the collection. So I was thinking that when it comes time to start decorating for Christmas, I want to take out all the Christmas decor and just lay it on the front yard, and that way my dad can see how much stuff he has and see if there's anything that he isn't going to use for this year that we can possibly donate, because there is a lot and not everything gets used. So maybe by him seeing everything laid out like that, it'll be easier for him to let go of some older Christmas stuff. Here I found this bag that had parts to an old vacuum that we no longer have, so this is also going to go with me to the school. In one of my last videos, I also mentioned that we might keep this juicer but I just asked my mom and she said we can let it go. And then this is an empty box of this TV wall mount that we already hung up, so it's just empty. We can toss this. So I was putting some of the stuff in my dad's truck because it's bigger and a lot easier to just throw stuff in there, but I just called him to ask about some things that I want to get rid of and see if I have permission for that. And when I was talking to him, he said that he has the keys for the truck. So now I have to take those things out and put it in my car and then take that to the school. Also, I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit this in my car. Probably gonna have to make a couple trips because I already have quite a few stuff in there. Okay, everything is in the car now. Some stuff back here, a couple things in the trunk, a juicer, so let's go ahead and drive to the school. I always love this event because it just makes it so much easier to just get rid of all the stuff that you have. They have certain stations with signs that you can follow for certain items that you're bringing to them. So this one is the donation one, they have a paper shredding one, e-waste, and so on and so forth. So it's a really awesome way to just get rid of your stuff and do it in an organized manner and just have them all handle the rest. I am back from the school and now I'm going to try to get this in my car. Hopefully it fits. This is a lot heavier than I thought. So I'm having issues moving this out by myself. I'm scraping the floor in the garage, so that's not good. And also, I don't think I can fit this in my car, even if I did get it out. This is why I wish I had the keys for the truck, because it can definitely fit in there, but I don't. So, don't know what to do. I've already pushed it out a little bit. Alright, update, it's gonna go back because there's just no way. Well, I'm really bummed, but it'll get out eventually. So now I'm going to once again organize this corner of the garage, which is something that I do almost every single time that I come over, just to make sure that everything is neat. You know, there's not empty packages or boxes, because it happens a lot where I will open something and there's only like a couple things in there, where I can just make more room by taking out the box or package. So I like to do that as well. I like to put similar items together, that way it's easier to find. And then I'm also just finding random things that maybe have been misplaced or tossed into the wrong section for whatever reason, and just trying to find its home so that it can go back there. Whenever I'm doing these garage declutters, I always forget to play some sort of music or something, but today I remembered, and it just makes it more fun and just makes the time go by a lot faster by having something to listen to. Also, I feel like in every single video I talk about these bags of clothing items and I never know what to do with them, but today I finally asked, and apparently these are all bags of clothes that are to keep. So some of them are my sister's baby clothes that she wants to keep, some of my dad's older clothes that he also wants to keep. And so I would like to have some sort of storage bins and put everything in them and categorize them by person, and then have them labeled so that way people know whose stuff is in which bin. That will make it a lot easier for everyone to know. So the day that I get storage bins, I'm thinking to put these clothing items in there. Here I'm rearranging everything that's on the floor, so also trying to put like items together. And once again, this would be a lot better looking if I had some sort of organizational system, but this will do for now. Also, we have a fridge in the garage. I'm sure you guys have seen it before, and I like to try to find some drinks to put in there so that takes up less space from the garage floor and it goes into the fridge, and that way the drinks are cold and ready to drink. But as you might imagine, the fridge is also pretty packed full of drinks, and so I'm just trying to find some room in there to put some of the extra water bottles and drinks I find. My mom had these vintage lamps that someone gifted to her, and she really likes them, but there's no place in the home to put these, so she wants me to try to sell them, and if they don't sell, then we can just donate them. So I'm going to post these on Facebook Marketplace and offer up. Hopefully someone wants to buy them because they're so pretty, and I also like them for myself, but also just don't have a place in my home for them. So I just took a little snack / lunch break, and now that I'm back here, I have finished organizing that corner over there as best as I can. And right now I'm actually looking behind me, and there's a few boxes that I can take a look at and see if there's anything in there that I can toss out, recycle, or throw away. Right here in this corner are some old paints that have just been sitting there. They're probably no longer any good, but the school won't take any of those paints, so I actually have to take them somewhere else where I can take them to. So I'm going to take those, put them in my car, and just go on my own time to find a place where they take those. So we're going to create a little bit of a space right there by taking those out. So if you guys remember that one time we found a ton of paper in the garage, that paper we ended up taking to the school to get shredded, and I was pretty sure that we had found all the paper because it was a lot. It was pounds of paper. And when I was looking back here, I actually found a tiny box also filled with some papers. And so I'm actually going through this box right now, going through every single paper one by one, just to make sure that I'm not going to toss out anything that's important, because from the last time I remember us going through some papers and finding some old photos and other important documents. So I want to make sure we don't throw away anything that's important. So I'm going through this one by one, and this took quite a while. So I finally got through it all and didn't find anything worth keeping, so it all is getting recycled. I just found this box with a bunch of school stuff for my siblings when they were younger, and I found this other box over here that has more of their stuff, so I'm going to combine and put everything in this one tote. I like to think of this as creating a memory box, And all this includes is just old artwork, schoolwork for my siblings, and this is obviously not stuff that is going to ever get used. It's more to look back on in the future one day, and so this bin is perfect for that. And if I find any more of those things, then I would like to create another bin just like this for that, and just have it all in one area so that way we all know where all that stuff can be found. Now that the box is empty, I'm actually going to use this for something else. So in this plastic bag, I had stuffed in a while back all these 4th of July USA flags that I had found while decluttering the garage, and I just didn't know where to put them, so I just kind of stuffed them in this plastic bag. But as you can see, it's not holding up very well, so definitely need something more sturdier. So I tried to fit them into the box, and to my surprise, they all fit in there perfectly. So this box is now going to be labeled for the 4th of July and USA stuff. I've done everything that I could today, and I'm also just pretty tired right now, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did today. I feel like every time I come over, I'm always working on this corner of the garage. I feel like this is where everyone comes to grab stuff, so drinks, diapers, paper towels, toilet paper, laundry stuff. It all sits there, and it's kind of hard to keep it organized because there's just so many hands that go there. My mom got some new pots and pans, so she's really excited to use those. We're going to get rid of the old ones, and then she's going to use the new ones, so those won't be there for too long. I can't remember what's in this giant black trash bag, but that's probably something I need to ask my dad about, but I'm pretty sure it's something that he wants to keep. Again, really wish I had some sort of shelf that I can put all this stuff in. It would look a lot better, but as I mentioned, it's not cheap at all to get one of those. So if you guys could help out, that'd be awesome, but of course, you don't have to. So I did mention that I wanted to take all these paints, but I actually don't have any room in my car right now because I do have some stuff that I'm going to donate. That needs to go still, and then this box is a bunch of old paints and other sprays and cleaning supplies that are really old, so this still has to go as well. Then we have the Christmas stuff back here still. Nothing has changed much over here. I'm not sure if this rug was there this whole time. I know this one up here has been there for a while, but my dad does not want to get rid of that. He says he spent a lot of money on it and is planning to use it, just who knows when. There's a little bit of a space back there, but I mean, probably don't want to close it off because we want to get to that door. We still have this sitting here. Honestly, you guys, I don't know what the plan is for that, or if it's just gonna sit there. As much as I wish it would go. This box here is for this AC that they got over the summer. It was super hot, and now it's not so hot anymore, so their plan is to put it back in here and then store it somewhere in the garage, so when next summer or another heat wave rolls around, they can pull that out and use that. We still have the workout stuff right there in that corner, unfortunately taking up some space. And then we have this dresser. I don't even know what you call it. You all know the story with that. So rolling around to the right, we have still all these boxes of random tools of my dad's that he hasn't gone through. Then we have all the other Christmas decor. So obviously I can't go through all this because I don't know what he uses and what he doesn't. So this is definitely for a time when he needs to be here and go through all this stuff. So I can't tell you when that's going to be, but I'll definitely show you guys when it happens. And that's about it. Thank you guys as always for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and just know that every time that you watch my videos, it supports me and it helps me keep going and creating these videos for you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the above. It all helps me out. If you guys have missed the playlist of all the videos in this Hoarder Garage Declutter, make sure you click up here so you can check out the rest of the videos. And I'll see you guys very soon.